I call to order this meeting in open session. It is 5:32 p.m. I got that correct? Yes. I'm looking at the wrong piece of paper. I call to order this meeting of the Pasadena Independent School District Board of Trustees in regular session on Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. Welcome, everybody, in the boardroom of the Administration Building, 3920 McKee-Gilley Boulevard, Pasadena, Texas, at 5:32 p.m. Board members present: Ms. Paola Gonzalez, Ms. Crystal Davila, Mr. Joe Campos, Mr. Kitty Fernandez, Mr. Marshall Kendrick, Ms. Nelda Sullivan, and me, Casey Phelan. There are no board members absent. Let the record indicate that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting is duly called, and that notice of this meeting was posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Codes, Chapter 551. This time we invite you to stand, remove your hats for the invocation. Our invocation tonight will be by Ms. Gonzalez, and our pledges by Mr. Joe Campos.
God, thank you for bringing us together today. Thank you for bringing us here safely. We come to you with grateful hearts, and we pray for everyone as we begin to plan for the new school year coming back. Pray for everyone to have safe vacations, to have a good rest, to be ready to return. And we pray that you continue guiding and leading us as we make decisions. And we pray that we may please you in the things that we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, republic for which it stands, nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
It's going to take us to our public comments according to policy BED local with a 30-minute allotment. This portion of our agenda allows for speakers to directly address the board. To respect the privacy rights of our community, we kindly ask that you do not name specific employees or students during your comments. This applies to both positive and negative remarks. Please use job titles instead. We also ask that all participants to refrain from using profane or vulgar language to ensure a professional environment for everyone, especially our students. Speakers will be called to the podium in the order of sign-up. If you are not in the room or do not respond when called, the board president will move to the next speaker. Because this is a public comment forum, the board's ability to converse with you directly is limited by law. However, trustees may share factual information or reference existing district policies in response to your comments. To ensure a respectful experience for all attendees, audience participation is limited to this scheduled public comment window. If your comments concern a specific student or employee issue, we highly encourage using the district's official grievance process, policies DGBA, FNG, or GF. While you are welcome to choose either public comment or the grievance path, the grievance process allows us to resolve issues at the lowest level possible. Additionally, when an official grievance reaches the board, trustees are legally permitted to fully engage and respond to you. Each person will be limited to a maximum of 3 minutes. Ms. Paola Gonzalez will keep time and will indicate when you have 1 minute left and when your time has expired. First speaker is Mr. Robert Jeter. And I want to remind everybody that these are proximity microphones, so when you come to the microphone, please get as close to it as possible without putting it in your mouth.
Good evening, board. Last regular meeting, a speaker spoke who also happens to be an elected official, which makes everything I'm about to say in response protected under the Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, the Texas Open Meeting Act. People have a right to be upset at school closings and disagree with allocation of funding. It is also important to take into account the speaker's credibility, and that individual's math ain't mathing, probably because he didn't graduate from Pasadena ISD. In fact, that individual ran for a school board in Aldine ISD in 2021 and lost so bad he was run out of town to become a real problem for our community. This includes disparaging remarks he has made about each of you, in addition to disparaging remarks he has made about deceased Pasadena ISD board employees, namely my own mother. Lastly, the fine print of the page that is ginning up discontent towards all of you makes it clear that the monetary support and donations are routed to support the councilman personally in his future election endeavors. So friends, don't let friends get scammed. Thank you, Board.
Thank you, Mr. Jeter. This is going to take us to the public hearing portion of our budget and proposal tax rate for 2026-2027, which is being presented by Dr. Tamika Alfred Stevens, our CFO, Chief Financial Officer.
So, Board, before she begins, once again, I want to thank you as a group of Board of Trustees, because the successes that we see in our district are a direct result of your leadership and your thoughtful decisions. Because of those investments that you've made, our students are achieving remarkable outcomes. Just today, I don't know if you guys saw the Houston Chronicle, but we made the front page in a positive way about our one-way and two-way dual language programs, and these are the precise types of investments that you wisely have supported year over year that not only help our students, but it helps drive our entire community, and you make our entire community better. So I also want to thank you for your forethought of making sure that we have a strong fund balance, which has helped us during uncertain times, but like many districts across the state of Texas, we've reached a point where our rising costs simply outpace our revenue, and that's probably not just it's not just a Pasadena ISD issue. It is across the entire state, and we know that the state has billions of dollars set aside for education, but we also know that we don't anticipate that billions of dollars coming to us to offset what we have right now. And so we're not standing still with this. We're being as proactive as we possibly can to making sure that we have a financial future that remains the stability that you guys have put forth for us for many, many, many years. But before Dr. Alfred Stevens begins, I want to make sure that I acknowledge once again our employees and how much they mean to us. And I know how much you value them. You value the work that they put in every single day. And although this budget does not call for a general pay increase, but employees that do have a step will continue to receive those steps. But I just want you to know that we remain committed to investigate ways to support our staff. And if our financial projections come in differently or are improved, I would welcome the opportunity for us to come back and have this conversation again about compensation for our employees, because I know how much you value them and respect the work that they do every single day. So I'm turning it over now to Dr. Alfred Stevens.
Thank you, Dr. Lopez. Good evening again, President Phelan, trustees, audience, and community members. For tonight's budget and proposed tax rate hearing, I'd like to just briefly go through the budget proposals that we will be presenting for you all to take into consideration for the 26-27 school year. So first, I'd like to begin with just reminding us of the process that has taken place over the last several months, where we've worked diligently to identify what our instructional needs and operational needs are. And then once we went through that process, we had to prioritize how we were going to be able to effectively support those needs. And a part of that prioritization was understanding what our revenue projections were going to be, how do we project and forecast what our enrollment is going to be. And then, of course, we implemented staffing guidelines to help us with our right sizing and bringing our staffing in closer alignment with our projected enrollment. And then also making certain that we are leveraging other funding sources to be able to support our instructional needs and our operational needs as well. Tonight's budget, the following assumptions were baked into the conversation and the budget numbers that I will be sharing this evening. We are forecasting that we're going to have 42,674 students that will be in attendance on average 92% of the time. Also, a part of this budget proposal for the general operating fund that I'm referencing at this moment, there are some additional adjustments and reductions we've made to the operational side of our operations. that equal up to about 2.1 million. So we're forecasting that as savings because of the reductions and adjustments that we've made. And you heard me mention implementing staffing guidelines and also working through attrition to right-size our staffing. And we're projecting that we're going to have 30 million in savings through that activity or that exercise. And also tonight, we are proposing a maintenance and operations tax rate of 0.8254 cents and an interest and sinking tax rate of 0.3400 cents or 34 cents, to say it plainly. Those two numbers are important because please remember that these are proposed tax rates. Once we receive our certified values, they usually come in late July, 1st of August. We'll come back and have another discussion where there'll be an action item for the board that we'll propose to formally adopt our proposed tax rates. So you have three budgets that the board has to take into consideration when we are going through the budget adoption process. The general fund budget, which we talked extensively about because that's where we have the operational deficit. Then we have the food services fund, which is where we take care of our child nutrition needs. And then the debt service fund, which is where we pay our bond indebtedness. So for the 26-27 school year, the proposed budget includes $528,628,857 in proposed revenue or projected revenue, and our projected expenditures are $557,856,333, representing a deficit of $29,230,476. And again, a deficit represents a gap or a difference between revenues and expenditures. For the food service fund, you'll see here that we are proposing a balanced budget where the revenues and expenditures are the same or they equal. You'll see the $43,134,511 is there for revenue as well as expenditures. And on the debt service side, you'll see again another balanced budget of $69,698,006, which directly represents the bond payments that we'll make during the 26-27 school year that proposed 34 cents tax rate will cover. At this time, I'd like to pause and ask if there are any questions regarding the three proposed budgets for tonight's hearing.
I just want to confirm on food services that the students will still continue to get the breakfast and lunch.
That is correct. The district is still operating the CEP, Community Eligibility Program, where every student in our district eats breakfast and lunch free.
And this is our last year on that?
It's not our last year on that. We have to recertify I think it's 4 years, and so we'll go through that recertification process at the conclusion or during the 26-27 school year to prepare for another cycle of CEP.
Primary federal funds?
I'm sorry?
Primary federal funds?
Our federal funds?
Food service?
Yes, food services is funded by federal funds. That is correct. Thank you. Yes, food service is federal funds, and the debt service is the interest and sinking, which is the debt side of the house, completely separate from the maintenance and operation side, which is where the general fund is.
Any other questions from the board?
I'd also like to add that on this next page, you also have this in your board book, and it was also not published, it was posted publicly. You'll see each of the different funding sources, the projected revenue for each of the three different funding sources total, the $641,458,374. And then you'll see the projected expenditures broken down by function and how we plan to spend those funds by function. Again, the same information, just broken down by function because the board must adopt a budget for each of these three areas by function. And so that's what's included in the board book as well. This is a public hearing, so are there any questions from the public?
Can I ask another question?
Yes, sir.
So we have, last year, our amended budget at 25-26 was 23 million and change.
The deficit? Is that what you're
deficit,
referring?
I'm sorry, yes.
Yes, sir.
And we're ending in a deficit of what now?
Our projected deficit for 25-26 is 48 million.
Okay, and so our projected is 29 million,
Yes, sir, for 26-27.
and I know we can't foresee the future, but the 23 to 48 is a large deficit.
The 23-48.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 25, 26, 23 million to 48 million, that's a big jump.
Yes, and so what you're referencing is the gap between the loss in revenue as a result of the sharp decline in enrollment. When we forecasted the 25-26 budget, we forecasted that we would lose about 1,000 students. So the budget was built on 1,000 students not being enrolled in Pasadena ISD, and that number materialized to just under 2,500 students. And so it compounds when you consider the weighted average daily attendance. The basic allotment is $62.15, $6,215, but then we get weighted funding for some of our student groups as well. And so that number is upwards of $7,200 per student. So yes, to answer your question, that is primarily driven by the sharp decline in enrollment that we experienced this school year.
If the state was doing their job, we'd be above 10,000.
Sure.
Instead of the 7,200.
That's right.
And what did we end up with in enrollment this past year?
Right at 44,000, wasn't it right at 44,000?
Enrollment, yes, yes.
So we are what we built this budget on is a decrease of about a little over 1,400 students for the coming year.
That is correct.
What did we, I'm sorry, I forgot, but what did we anticipate, losing 1,000 the year before that, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was, just to add a little more color there or clarity, in the prior, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years, we'd been losing about 600 or 700 kids. And so forecasting 1,000 kids, we thought that we were, doing a very conservative estimate, if you will. So, but as you can see, it didn't materialize in that way.
And not that we have any hard data on this, but there were changes in some immigration things that occurred in our country, and we feel like that probably had a little bit of an impact on that number. And so that's where we feel like the change was for us there. We don't have any data to support that. There's no data to support that. That just is just what we feel that was probably part of the cause there.
A reasonable assumption.
I like that word, a reasonable assumption. Yes, sir.
Any other questions? If there are no additional questions, that concludes the requirement for the hearing to be held regarding the district's proposed budget and proposed tax rate.
One last time, is there anybody in the public that would like to have a question for Dr. Alfred Stevens about the budget? I want to give every opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you for you and your team,
Thank
as
you.
always.
Sir. Great job.
Just going to take us to, we're going to adjourn to closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071, 551.072, and 551.074. We're going to reconvene as close to 7 p.m. as possible. Okay, we're going to reconvene in open session at 7:15 p.m. Excuse me. Welcome. Before we proceed with the special recognition, I'd like to invite the parents of the students who are being recognized this evening to be seated in the front 2 rows. We've held in reserve for you. So if you guys want to move forward, let's get closer to your kiddos. That'd be great. You're welcome to stay where you are, but if you're standing and would like to be seated, you're welcome to come forward and have a seat.
Just so you can take good pictures. That's the reason why we reserve those front 2 rows. Come on up. We would love for you to be up here.
Absolutely. And for whatever reason, nobody wants to sit in the front row. I blame it on Kenny.
Here we go.
Outstanding. Okay, so this brings us to our special recognition portion of the board. And it doesn't happen very often, but I get to speak first. I'd like to recognize Mr. Mr. Kenny Fernandez, thank you for your outstanding leadership and unwavering dedication as school board president this past year. Under your thoughtful guidance, we have continued to advance our shared mission with the constant focus on our students, staff, and community. Crucial to our success as a board has been your exceptional collaboration and communication with Dr. Lopez, our superintendent, an area in which you have truly excelled as board president. As we continue our vital services as a board, this upcoming year, your great passion for our district will continue to inspire us to be intentional in our work and clear resolve to always do what's best for our students and staff. To honor your time as a president, we get to present you with this gavel as a symbol of our determination, strength, and dedication to our mission. Thank you for your remarkable service and for always taking my phone calls.
Can I also say thank you to his family that's here with us tonight, because I know that they gave up a lot of time to allow him to be president for a first-year superintendent, and that means a lot because he was tremendous in helping me through the first year.
Tonight?
Go ahead. If you want, there you go.
We do want to take a picture with you, if you don't mind, if you want to have your family come up and bring your gavel with you so you can proudly display. You cannot hit anyone with it in the picture.
And I do have to remind you, it only works here. It doesn't work at home. I tried. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, now to our next special recognition. I'm going to have Chief Bill McMahon come up to the podium. We are going to recognize one of our outstanding officers. There is Chief right there.
Thank y'all so much. Bear with me, these are new, so I'm still learning how to use them. Today is an honor and privilege. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Board President. Thank you, board members. Thank you, everyone. Proud. Thank you. My name is Bill McMahon. I'm the Chief of Police for the Pasadena Independent School District Police Department, and it is my honor and privilege to introduce you all to Officer Juan Cruz. I'll give him a second to. No, I'm going to leave you. I'll get started while he's making his rounds. Over the 2025 Thanksgiving holiday break, Officer Cruz received credible information about a threat to our officers at one of our campuses and our campus. For over 36 hours, Officer Cruz, along with officers from the Pasadena Police Department, Pasadena Police Department's Major Offenders Task Force, Pasadena's SWAT and Crisis Negotiation Team, members of the Harris County Violent Offender Task Force. Are you feeling nervous in the middle? Okay. Sorry. And members of Homeland Security worked to build a case, identify suspects, and make arrests that potentially save lives within our community and definitely within our district. For his efforts over the Thanksgiving break, Officer Cruz was selected by a committee of his peers to be honored as our 2025-2026 Pasadena ISD Police Department Officer of the Year. On May 19th of this year, Officer Cruz also received the 100 Club's Hero Award for the same case. Juan was one of 30 officers and firefighters who received the award in a 17-county area. Juan, hero is a title that can be heavy to bear, but Officer Cruz has earned it. On behalf of our department, this district, the community that we serve, we are thankful for having Officer Cruz with us. We look forward to witnessing the growth, his continued growth, both as an officer and a valued member of the PISD community. Please join me in congratulating Officer Juan Cruz for receiving both of these distinguished awards.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Officer Cruz. We appreciate everything you do. Okay, up to the podium, we have our Coach Kellys, and those are our Robert Kelly and his wife that are going to introduce our athletic aquatic, well, he's our athletic aquatic center manager, and they will recognize our students, our swim students that have made some remarkable academic all-state accomplishments over this year, and we know it's because of y'all's leadership and what y'all have done with the program. So thank you very much, and let's recognize some students.
Great. Just want to say thank you, everybody, for coming. We've got 10 students recognized. We have 5 that could not be here tonight. Work. One of them joined the Army already. Another one's moved to California. But we've got the 10 here. We want to start off. Some of these are repeat honorees. And these awards go to show what we can do. This has been the 3rd year that we have both had all 5 school swim teams together. And it's amazing how these students push each other, not only in the pool, but academically. And they may be competitors, but we have a saying, 5 schools, 1 team, and it's really brought out how much you can do when everybody's working towards one final goal. And I think that's, we're going to start out with our first one from Pasadena High School, Academic All-State by the Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association, Daniel Garza. The next one, close to our heart, it's our granddaughter. Christine, her mom's out there. There's her mom right there. Her mom is in the Pasadena ISD Hall of Fame, so she's got a family to live up to. She made Academic All-State from the Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association, and she made Academic All-American by the National High School Coach Association. This is her 3rd time in a row to win the All-American Award. Kirsten Kelly. Academic All-State from Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association, George Gonzalez.
Oh, I want to get it.
Okay. Sorry.
I have to do something.
This is his 2nd year for the award. Thomas Cruz. This is his 2nd year from the award from Academic All-State from the Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association. Next from Dobie High School, Zoe Vaughn. Zoe has Academic All-State from TISCA, the Swimming Coach Association, Academic All-State from the Texas Girls Coach Association, and also Academic All-American from the National Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association. Wow. Freddie's not there. Okay. Next up from Pasadena Memorial, she has 4 awards. Kaylee Montoya, Academic All-State from the Swimming Coach Association, Academic All-State from the Girls Coach Association, Academic All-American from the National High School Coach Association, and Academic All-American from the National Swimming Coach Association. She's also signed to swim next year for Texas State University. Next up from Pasadena Memorial, Gwendolyn Alvarado. She's also got All-State from the Swimming Coach Association, All-State from the Texas Girls Coach Association, All-American from the National High School Coach Association, and also All-American from the High School Swimming Coach Association.
Excellent.
Okay, next from Pasadena Memorial, Breesa Gayton. She is All-State from the Texas Swimming Coach Association, All-State from the Texas Girls Coach Association, and All-American from the National Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association. Oh, and I forget to think, I'm sorry, did I mention Daniel? Wave, Daniel. He signed with St. Thomas University to swim this fall. Pasadena Memorial, Adam Mata, Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association. And last but not least, you back there, Angie? Okay. Angelina Hernandez, Pasadena Memorial High School, academic all-state from the Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Heck, yeah.
Thank you.
So if you are a parent of any of these students, please stand up so that we can recognize you as well, because we know that you're the one that gets them to practice and make sure they have all their studies in order. So if you're a parent of one of these students, if you'll please stand so we can recognize you as well. They certainly are a sharp-dressed group. Thank you guys for representing. That's amazing.
so proud
Thank
of
you
y'all.
so much.
Oh, we haven't got to see him in his swimsuit. Or shorts and t-shirt.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Get to speak in the microphone.
So up for our next special recognition is a group and organization that brings lots of smiles to our kids here in the district and have for many years. And so I'm going to bring up Mr. Jay Lee. He's the principal at Burnett Elementary.
What a slideshow.
Dramatic pause.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board and Dr. Lopez, thank you for this opportunity to share with you a partnership that we've had with a nonprofit organization called Cycle, Changing Young Children's Lives Through Education. Cycle has been working with Pasadena Elementary Schools since 2016. They originally started in 2000 as a Christmas time gift-giving initiative for children in need. The vision shifted from gift giving of a bicycle to academic achievement awarding for young children. Cycle was born in 2015 and has been committed as a children's charity to improving literacy among children in grade 2 in Title I schools of the greater Houston area. Students sign a contract with their teacher to improve in literacy. Students will also earn a helmet to be safe. Currently, Cycle is working with 17 elementary schools in Pasadena and have awarded over 11,000 bicycles to second graders in our district. Join me in recognizing Cycle Houston and all of their accomplishments they have done for our students in Pasadena ISD. We have here Jason Connor, president of Cardinal Delivery, and Dr. Viri Levy of Dr. Viri Chiropractics, both board members, here tonight to accept this recognition and continual partnership with our district. This is what we share with our students as we go through. They get the choice of a BMX bike made here. And of course, these are the 18 Pasadena elementary schools that are involved, and we hope to get more. So let's recognize our two board members who are here.
We'll take a picture.
Thank you very much. If you need to cut out or want to leave, you're more than welcome to go now. You can stay. We have plenty of seats, so by all means, if you're standing and you want to sit down, you can come up and sit down. If not, we'll give them a minute or two to people to sneak out. Okay, that's going to take us to our consent agenda. Do I hear a motion to approve our consent agenda? Motion by Ms. Sullivan,
Second.
second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Just for point of reference, trustee Campos had to leave because he was ill. That's why he's not here. If y'all are waiting for him, he's not here. He's ducked out. So it's going to take us to the personnel section.
Mr. President, I move that we approve agenda items A through C.
Motion by Mrs. Gonzalez. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Ms. Gonzalez?
Okay. So do we have Ms. Angeli Hinojosa? Hello. Ms. Angeli Hinojosa has been approved for the position of speech-language pathologist in the Special Education Department for the 2026-2027 school year. Looks like a welcome back to Pasadena for you. Yes. Do you have any friends or family here? Welcome back and congratulations.
Congratulations.
Valeria Macedo has been approved for the position of speech-language pathologist for the Special Education Department for the 2026-2027 school year. Congratulations, welcome to Pasadena. Did you have any friends or family? Congratulations.
Welcome.
And Carla Romero Saracho
Yes.
has been approved for the position of speech-language pathologist for special education for the 2026-2027 school year. Welcome to Pasadena. Do you have any friends or family here?
Awesome.
Not
He's
making
out.
this.
Past
It's a
his
little boring.
bedtime.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, if y'all want to slip out, you don't have to stick around if you don't want to. You're employees now. We'll talk to you again. Okay, consideration possible approval of the CSP number 24P-025 LP contract renewal year 3 of 5 with Gallagher Benefits Services for employee benefits and insurance consulting. Motion by Ms. Sullivan,
Second.
second by Mr. Kendrick. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of a T-TESS, that's TESS, Teacher Appraisal Calendar 2026, 2027, and local procedures. Motion by Ms. Sullivan,
Second.
second by Ms. Gonzalez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The certified personnel for the 2026-2027 school year is for informational only. The support personnel for the 2025-2026 school year is also for information only. I'd like to thank you again for all our newly appointed team members at this time. You're more than welcome to slip out, which we've already done that. Feel free to quietly step out to take pictures and enjoy some time with your family and friends. Congratulations again, and we are very, very happy to have you on our team and in our family. So thank you. I'm just going to take us to the educational section. Consideration possible approval of a partnership agreement between Pasadena ISD and the Houston Methodist Hospital System for the 2026-2027 school year.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Fernandez, second by Ms. Davila. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of the subscription with the Texas State Library and Archives Commission for the 2026-2027 school year for approximately $12,802.34. This is based on the 2025 report enrollment.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan,
Second.
second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of the optional flexible school day program application for the 2026-2027 school year.
So, board members, we have Jennifer Capper here that's going to do a presentation.
Okay, we'll hold off on this then. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Again, I want to remind you that's a proximity microphone, so you got to get close to it. Otherwise, we won't hear you.
Thank you. Is this good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good evening, and thank you for your time this evening to talk about the optional flexible school day program and its impact on Pasadena ISD. So this program provides districts with the ability to design non-traditional flexible schedules for to support students who are at risk of not graduating or who have previously dropped out of school. The primary goal is to increase graduation rates and re-engage students by removing barriers to attendance and completion and providing personalized pathways to success. The students enrolled under OFSDP in Pasadena ISD have demonstrated a need for flexible attendance. They, in addition, they also need alternative pathways in order to be successful. Is this a touch screen or how do I click forward? Oh, this. Okay, so for just a little bit of information, in the 2025-26 school year, the district ADA was 92.6%. The students that we're serving through optional flexible are the 7.4% that is not represented in this ADA. But the optional flexible school day program gives us an opportunity to recover the attendance and funding for those students. In the past year, we had slightly over, slightly over 600 students who were enrolled under OSDP at one point in time. And that allowed us to recover over 2 million minutes of attendance funding for Pasadena. So those students who previously had been not in attendance at their campuses and therefore were not part of the funding, we were able to bring in under this and provide the necessary pathways in order to graduate, as well as support the district's goals. In this past year, there were, at current count, 124 graduates. We're still waiting for some STAR scores and hope to see that number go up another 15 to 20 for this past year. So we encourage the district to continue providing this, which we've done for the past 16 years, in order to help those kids who've gotten behind and who can use this opportunity to have flexible schedules, accelerate instruction, and blended instruction in order to be successful. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we can do the consideration possible approval for the optional flexible school day program application for the 2026-2027 school year. Motion by Ms. Sullivan.
Second.
Second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion, questions? Yes, ma'am, Ms. Sullivan.
Ms. Capra,
If-
come to the.
Just because we're having to record, this is how they pick the noise up.
I apologize, I shouldn't have sat down. The students who are in this program are each identified at the comprehensive high schools by their counselors or assistant principals or other support personnel there, and they're referred over into the program. Each one is interviewed by a counselor and assistant principal or principal in order to determine eligibility and in order to ensure that we can create a success pathway for that student that's very individualized based upon the needs and the obstacles that the student has been facing.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't go nowhere. Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Capra, for your remarkable work.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
appreciate you.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval for the J. Frank Dobie High School orchestra students to travel to Orlando, Florida to perform and participate in a clinic March 3 to 6, March 3 through the 6th, 2027, for an approximate cost of $2,310 per student to be funded by students and parents.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Fernandez, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion?
Is this during spring break?
I believe it's the week before spring break. Is that correct? Okay.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Takes us to the financial section. Consideration and possible approval of budget amendments for May 2026.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of budget amendments for June of 2026.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval for adoption of the proposed budget for 2026-2027.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Kendrick,
Second.
second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of GASB 54 fund balance resolution.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan,
Second.
second by Ms. Gonzalez. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. This takes us to our operational section. Consideration possible approval of an amendment to the synergistic, say that 10 times fast, Synergistic Energy Conservation Program Services Agreement.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Kendrick, second by Ms. Sullivan. Dr. Lopez, you had something?
Yes, I think we have quite a few members I see out there from the Synergistics team. If you guys would just stand up so that our board members can recognize you. Thank you for what you do. We appreciate you.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Any other discussion? Yeah. We'll keep the lights on. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Consideration possible approval of construction contract with Affordable Floors, Inc. for the 2022 bond flooring replacement project in the amount of $855,875.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Fernandez, second by Ms. Sullivan. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of construction contract with ICI Construction, Inc. for the 2022 bond painting package and A and B project in the amount of $2,162,000.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan,
Second.
second by Ms. Davila. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of final change order number 001 for the 2022 bond HVAC BAS replacement BMCS Group 2 project in the credit amount of $194,331.17.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by, that was a bunch of, Mr. Fernandez.
give it-
I think
give it
everybody
to
on
each
that
other.
side, everybody said yes.
Those credits.
Yes, we do.
right.
Seconded by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of allowance expenditure authorization, AEA number A-088 for the 2017 Bond Transportation Center Replacement Project in the credit amount of $9,717.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Fernandez, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We will take credits. Consideration and possible approval of the allowance expenditure authorization, AEA number 008 for the Pasadena ISD softball complex project in the amount of $54,917. Motion by Ms. Gonzalez.
Second.
Second by Ms. Davila. Right? Discussion.
So, board members, I'm going to try my best to explain this with my technical knowledge here. So this is a switch basically at the softball field so that we, all the lights are not on the same switch. So if, for instance, we needed the parking lot lights to be on, but not a field light to be on, they would be on separate switches. Did I do it justice, Kevin? The backup system, so an emergency backup system. So, but it's so that the lights are not all necessarily controlled by one switch.
Any other discussion? Yes, ma'am, Ms. Sullivan.
I guess my question is, why was this not presented in the original proposal of the bid?
So I think, Kevin, you're going to have to answer that one. That's as far as my technical knowledge got us, and it didn't get us all the way, so I'm sorry.
Yes, it was designed as one system, and originally that was thought to be the best solution for the softball complex. But after we discussed it with our maintenance team, we decided it'd be much better to have them on separate backup systems. In case one failed, it's not going to impact the fields or the parking lot lights. So it is a big change, but it's a better solution.
Provide more safety?
I think so. It's a backup system, so it will be emergency lights as well.
Thank you.
And will it be a cost savings? Will it be a cost savings
No,
as far as keeping them on separate?
Not a significant savings. It's just more of a function.
Any other discussion?
Would this normally have been included in the original bid, or is it just something that was discovered later down the line?
Covered later. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you, Kevin. Any other discussion?
I'm not understanding that. What's the benefit of this?
It's just two separate backup systems, so if one fails, we can still continue to operate the softball games or something if this not in one of those two functions. So it's basically separating it into two separate systems.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Opposed.
Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of the conveyance of a storm sewer easement located on the western property line of Jensen Elementary School to 777 Houston Group LLC in the amount of $10. Motion by Ms. Sullivan,
Second.
second by Ms. Davila. Any discussion?
Evan, I see that this company is wanting a waiver. What's going on to create this need?
They are developing duplexes on the north end of the property. I think it's 50 units. Some have single garages, some have double garages. We've got the easement already goes up halfway up that property line, so it's just extending it down to the road for their detention pond.
Is it going to be behind the surgery center or behind the two big houses?
On the surgery center side.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Which takes us to the miscellaneous section. Appoint 2026-2027 board committees. It's for informational only. Consideration and possible approval of the engagement agreement for legal services with the law offices of Randall P. Gunter, PC.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Kendrick,
Second.
second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. It's going to take us to set the date for the next regular meeting on Tuesday, July 28th, 2026 at 5:30 PM. Motion by Ms. Gonzalez,
Second.
second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Before we move to our last agenda item, we'll take a short recess to set up for the hearing, about 5 to 10 minutes, so we will be back. Okay, we are reconvening an open session and taking action related to the hearing. It is 9:38 PM. We will now reconvene in open session at 9:38 PM. How about that? The matter before the board remains the Level 3 appeal hearing regarding the grievance complaint brought by Ms. Donna Brown under Pasadena ISD Board Policy DGBA Local. Do I hear a motion? Motion by Ms. Davila?
What's the motion?
What is the motion?
I move to deny Brown's Level 3 appeal and uphold the level.
Second by Mr. Kendrick. Any discussion?
Trustee, we just want to be clear on your motion in the microphone. Would you please restate it
Yes.
into the mic? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I move to deny Ms. Brown's Level 3 appeal and uphold the Level 2 decision in its entirety.
Okay, and Mr. Kendrick, you seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. I have a motion by the board and a second by, I have a motion by Ms. Davila and a second by Mr. Kendrick. Is there any discussion? Is there any other additional discussion at this time?
No decision's been made.
Hearing none, we will vote on the motion. All those in favor say yes or aye.
Do we need to do roll call?
Mr. President, you already had the
We just
motion.
did it, right.
You just-
And we
That's
would
okay.
note that,
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
and,
It's rusty.
I am a little rusty. Sorry, my apologies.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
but it was unanimous, Mr. President, by the 6 members present.
Yes, yes, sir, thank you. Madam Secretary, please note that the motion passed 6-0. Conclusion of the hearing is Ms. Brown and Mr. Ramirez, you will receive a written confirmation of the board's decision, which will constitute the board's written response to your appeal. There being no further business to come before this board, we stand adjourned at 9:40 PM.